So our guest this morning in the Diaspora Check-In has excellence running through his veins. This outstanding Jamaican will be receiving the Distinguished African Caribbean Award from the University of Toronto, as well as the award for excellent in initial teacher education. UFT's Academy Coordinator, Dr. Andrew Campbell, joins us now. Morning, sir. Welcome to Smile Jamaica. It's morning time. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good, Never. Thank you so much for having me.
It is our pleasure. First, let me congratulate you on your alma mater winning boys champs once again.
Yes.
that happened on...
We wouldn't start the program and not mention that, okay?
and let me go further with your alma mater. Tell me about a young Andrew Campbell at Kingston College. When did these ideas that you have now manifest itself?
A young Andrew Campbell at Kingston College. Excited, full of dreams, seeing the difference, especially going to a place like Kingston College where you're coming from your original community and you're mixing and now mingling with students from all over Jamaica, and you start to kind of see the differences. You can, from an early age, I recognize differences, especially socioeconomic differences, colorism, those kind of stuff. I saw them early, at a very early age, and that influenced my passion, which is education. I wanted to be a teacher. I always wanted to do that. But from an early age, passionate, full of dreams, full of ideas. Little leader. I was always that little leader back in my community. Always, keeping school, on the veranda under a tree, starting some form of new club with a bunch of kids. So. Yeah, the young Andrew Campbell has always been a little courageous little boy.
Yeah.
Courageous.
Where did the idea about continuing education, to be a teacher? I mean, I went to St. John's College. I didn't just want to get trouble and play football, and I had no idea what I wanted to do. So why you wanted to teach? Where did that come from? In your family, you saw people in your community. Why you wanted to do that?
You know what? Two things, really. The first one was I found out very early that teachers get to influence. Teachers get to change lives. And I also had some amazing teachers. I can go right back to my first teacher in grade 1, Miss Michael at Independent City All-Age School. My grade 3 teacher, Miss Allen, who taught me the most poems, I think, for an entire year. And I still remember some of those poems today. Miss Anderton in grade 5. When I went to high school at KC, Miss Reed, who taught us English, Miss Samuda, our soul rest in peace, she passed away. So I've always wanted to be a teacher, but I've also had the beautiful opportunity of having amazing teachers that I said, I want to be like that teacher. So I had good examples.
Was there anything else that you thought that you not gone into education, teaching, that you probably would have wanted to do?
Oh yeah. You go to KC, you high school, everybody go either science or business. So I was a business student. You want to be an accountant, you want to get all the money. But very earlier, I recognized that these are avenues and pathways that institutions carve out for students. And I tried to figure out, how do I get to do what I want to do? And so for me, teaching was not the popular thing. My father was quite upset when he realized I wanted to be a teacher instead of taking up a job at IBM or a flight attendant job I'd gotten at that particular year at Air Jamaica. But I wanted to teach. And so I went down the street, literally down the street, to my community school and started my first job at the age of 16 plus.
What has the journey been like now that you're in Toronto? What has the journey been like?
It's been and that's the word. It's been a journey. Coming from Waterford, going through Michael Teachers College. I started college part-time. So I was teaching at the age of 17. I was teaching 45 students and going to school 4 evenings, after school. So the journey was I wouldn't say it was a struggle, but there are many times I had to struggle. But the journey had joy. The journey had passion. The journey had big dreams. The journey knew that there was something. I knew that there's something more than just what I got at Waterford and what I got when I go home. What I got when I sat down, by myself or back at home. I know there were more. And that word dream is a big word for me because it pushed me. It pushed me, that dream. So yeah, absolutely.
How do you feel now? You're in Toronto, you have these wonderful achievements, these outstanding awards. How does that make you feel?
Two things. I want to get, you know, I love to do numbers, right? Two things. The first one is, it's a pat, these awards, it's a pat on the back to say, 26 Septembers, you have done well. So I'm not new to the game. I have done 26 Septembers, right? So I'm not as young as I look. I always tell people it's good genes, it's good God, and I moisturize, okay? The second thing, what this award does to me, it fanned my flames. So I'm not using the award to say, yeah, I'm at a place where I'm totally happy, satisfied, and I'm done. It's fanning the flames for all the things that I want to do, a dream to do, still I'm going to do. So this is a stop to say, yes, thank you, I've done well, and that kind of celebration of self and adulation is important. But also, it's also fanning the flames of saying, you go boy, you go do more.
What's next?
There's a lot of things that is next. I want to continue influencing and disrupting. So I consider myself to be a teacher advocate. So I'm the joy in the classroom. Clearly you can see that I bring joy. But also schools are institutions. And schools are, surprisingly, I'm going to say that the schools have been very oppressive spaces. I know it sounds like schools supposed to be liberated, but schools, because of the systems and the colonial systems we have in place, even in Jamaica, the schools can be very oppressive. And so for me, one of my big things is continue my work in advocacy to disrupt those inequities in school so that every single child that comes through that classroom can feel proud to be there, feel safer to be there, can actually see their dreams, because we have taken away so many barriers. I quickly say this, though I've accomplished these things, I could sit for hours, Neville, and talk to you about the barriers that were systematic barriers, the barriers that said, because you are this color, or this dark, you can't do this, or because you came from Waterford, you can't do this, or because your father's a taxman, you can't do this. And so for me, it's working to push against those barriers, those inequities, so school can be a safer space.
Yeah.
A safer space for all our students.
Finally, Dr. Campbell, and I kind of need a quick response for this one. And
okay.
A little unfair to you, but what do you say to the youngster who is watching from Waterford this morning and all those other communities that they want to be like Dr. Andrew Campbell? What do you say to them?
Two things. Again, I'm going to go quick. Number one, keep dreaming. Never you throw away those dreams. Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. Whatever you see on TV and in the magazines and on screens that you said, I want to be like that one day. And somebody look at you and said, well, it's impossible. It's not impossible. Keep dreaming. And the number two thing, surround yourself with good people. I have this thing that I said a lot, is in all your getting, get people. We're in a society where social media is teaching us to get things. But I've got the things, but I've also got the people. And all you're getting, get people. You want people around you who have their pom-poms ready to cheer you on when you're tired, when you're ready to give up. And I've had that. People in my life that have cheered me on. And so, yeah, dream and surround yourself with amazing people.
Yeah, as a young man from Waterford, and for what you've done, I'm happy for you. I am proud of you. And I hope the youngsters watching this morning will emulate you. Thank you so much for speaking with us this morning. Stay safe and God bless you.
Pleasure. Thank you so much. Good morning again, everybody.
Faculty member in the Master of Teaching at the University of Toronto, Dr. Andrew Campbell. The only thing I didn't ask, which I normally do, is if you wanted to say hi to anyone in Jamaica. So let me say for him, hi to everyone who would have helped his rise to where he is now. Stay with us.